everybody, and welcome back to Echoes of Legacy, our special crossover, the finale of our little crossover that we're doing this evening. It is episode 7. The group has sought help from some allies that they had just met in the mountain, and they are currently under siege by Valerian and his friends, also with the patron and some of his cohorts. And so we're going to pick up right at the beginning of the combat, where the group of you are on basically right outside this log cabin. The patron has arrived. He has summoned a group of friends. Valerian has arrived. He has summoned a group of friends. It has been revealed to him that he's been getting played for the past 1,000 years. So he's having a bit of a time. The group of you have begun to take your positions. I need a group initiative roll. So whoever would like to roll, I need someone to make that group initiative check. This will determine whether the players go or whether the enemies go first.
I have a -2, so it's not me.
I have a -1.
I have a 0.
Please tell me somebody
You're
has
winning
better
right
than
now.
0.
I mean, I have a -1, but I have fine D's for it. Dice for it.
Fine D's?
Fine D's? I could not tell you.
I think one of the college kids could do it.
Go for it, Betty.
Roll
I did it the past
dexterity
couple
and
times.
I
insight.
can't even believe a 0 is the highest that we have here.
The highest
Yeah.
initiative. Scott.
Eek. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, listen, we've only fought twice. How do you roll initiative?
Roll
in this
dexterity
game?
and insight.
Thank you.
And you need to beat their dexterity insight.
Eek. Okay. And Okay. All right. 8 plus
8?
4 is a 12.
12. Okay, so you will win the initiative round. Essentially, how combat works for my 3 guest players is unlike Dungeons & Dragons, where it goes in a structured order, where it's like this person, this person, this person. It goes player turn, enemy turn, player turn, enemy turn. It can change. It could be, one round it was, Kreg that went first, and then the next round it was Jeane who goes first. So it kind of just goes in that kind of back and forth structure. Everybody gets a turn. If there are more enemies than there are players, which there are, they'll just get extra turns on top of that. So, which of you would like to go first?
Well, remind us.
I'll kick it off
No,
for a very specific reason.
Yeah, before we do that, remind us of the scene that we're looking at.
Yes,
right
let me
now.
describe the battle. Let me describe the battlefield to you all. So you are outside this log cabin on top of this snowy mountain, surrounded by pine trees. On top of this mountain, in front of you, in front of the group, is Valerian in the middle, who is face to face with Nico.
Yes.
Monroe is back off to his right. There is 2 figures in the back who haven't introduced themselves. One with very pale skin, gray hair. Another one very big and bulky. Then there was the white dragonborn you met before, Ivar, who had began to circle to the side. Branwen, along with, I think, let's see.
I think it was Jeane.
Jeane, also kind of saddled up. Then there was evil Rehya, who Rehya yourself squared up against. And then behind you, the patron arrived, sitting on the steps, kind of mockingly talking about the family reunion, and then summoning 12 of these red horn figures that then completed the circle to surround the group on the other side. So in front of you, there are 7 figures. Behind you, there are 13.
And then we start to feel weird, or starting to hear things in our minds.
You heard a unlocking sound in your minds.
Click, click.
Click, click. Cool.
So, who is kicking us off?
I believe Nico said they're going.
Unless one of the kids wants something to do, you're just going to see Nico focusing on Valerian.
Mm-hmm.
And you all start to see, like, honestly, no, you don't. If you were in front of him, you might see his eyes like glaze over, but they'll glaze over with like almost like stained glass. Like his eyeballs themselves almost like cracking and shifting, and they take on this very like iridescent tone as he looks at his father. I guess blanked. Oh, there you go. And he says, What has happened? What has he done to you? I'm going to use my focus ability for Lore Master to do an open check.
Okay.
To try to get some information to see what I can glean from him.
All right.
Now.
Give me insight and willpower.
Great.
You want an open check, yeah?
Yes. Just so I mean, actually do what you need to do. Just so you know, with me, if I use insight and insight, I get a +2 to it. But I guess it doesn't really matter.
If you want to do insight and insight and not,
I guess no. I am trying to because for the magic part.
Yes.
Yeah. You're right. I'll do that. I'll do that. I mean, I also still get no. Okay, that's a D12 and it's G8. Math. Okay, great. Because he believes that he needs to fix one problem before he can get to the other problem, or there's going to be a problem for everybody right now. Jesus. Okay, that is math. 17.
17. On a 17, as Valerian grips his head and he's just having trouble ratifying what he's seeing in front of him. Mm-hmm. You, through kind of your magical insight and just knowing your father and what he does to other people, this looks like the effects of memory manipulation. That this man who's the master of it, someone has messed with his head. Someone has messed with his head.
Seeing that, eyes shift over to Mother. His memory's tainted. He doesn't know it. I'm going to try to fix it so he understands what's going on. That's going to be me.
Okay. It is now the villain's turn.
Sorry.
And we're going to go with, first up, you would all see the patron just kind of lounges back. He just kind of sits back. Like just like how I am on the chairs. I'm gonna say 2 of his red horn figures would rush up behind Jeane. And they are going to make 2 attacks with their blades towards Jeane. I'm so sorry.
What? I'm just trying to charge my phone over here. You fucking attack me.
I'm sorry.
He did some shit. Like
does a 12 hit you?
I mean, it beats it, right?
Beats it. All right. So you are going to take a total of 10 physical damage. As these 2 creatures, they like have these almost too long limbs and fingers. As they kind of these gangly red-skinned horned beings run towards you with these blades in hand and begin to slash at your back. So that will be their turn. That was 2 of them. We now go back to the player turn. Who's next?
I suppose what? I'll
Jeane?
go if I just got attacked, so I feel like things must be rectified. Because why would you do this to me? So I heard this click in my mind. Do I understand what that means? Like, is it just a click? Is it like what else? Is it any feeling? Like, what are we talking about here?
You know that feeling. Have you ever ridden a roller coaster before?
Yes.
You know that feeling just before you go down the big drop?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like.
And it's just lingering?
It's just kind of a lingering anticipation.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to figure out what the fuck that means. Can't do that right now.
Getting stabbed by demons.
You get stabbed by exactly. You can only compartmentalize so much before you gotta do something about it. And so he just takes out his gun, swings it, and points it at the demons that swung on him. And roll to hit. Do anything extra. Right. Does a 10 hit?
10 does hit.
Cool. Is that? Oh, I gotta see something. Because I rolled 2 5s. I just want to see if that is a crit or not. I just want to see. No, because it has to be 6s above. Yeah, it has to be 6s above. So that one hits. So I will roll damage. Damage. Take a pick. So that's 13
13.
physical, and I will. No, I won't spend anything quite yet.
Okay.
So that'll be 10.
13 damage total, yeah?
13 damage total on one of them, and then I will shoot again.
So you see, as you fire, the bullet goes through the demon's head, and it just shatters into ash as it is killed.
Cool. And I'll and just gonna be a quick bang bang, just quick 2 shots.
Fan the hammer.
Yeah, fan the hammer. So then that's another 10 to hit that second one, and that would, since that was a 16 physical.
16, another one. Yeah, basically those 2 demons that ran up on you, you fan the hammer and blow both their heads off.
That's my turn.
Okay. It is now one of the enemy's turns. It is going to be Evil Rhea's turn. As Rehya runs up to Rehya, is going to, let's see. You see her turn her blade sideways and swing it as this thunderbolt comes from the blade and goes careening towards you, Rehya. It ignores resistances. You're gonna take 15 bolt damage as it slams into you. Not as strong as yours, honestly, as this bolt of lightning whips out. Not as badass as yours, but it's still smart. And that is its turn. Next player turn.
I have a thing.
Okay.
I have a thing I would like to do. Hopefully I'm going to do it right. 'Cause I know as far as movement, Kreg is just right by Branwen. Followed Branwen.
Correct.
I believe we were by the Ivar. Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Okay, well, I know my wife. I'm going to do some stuff. Kreg simply pulls out from his suit jacket this gnarly whip that is even more intense than the one that he used to have. Looks like it's made of millions of tiny blades that make it slide so easily across the top of the snow. And then you see his eyes flash with this white light, and he suddenly has pupils that are snowflakes, intricately designed snowflakes, and ice forms around his eyes and down his face. And he's going to look at you, Branwen, and he's going to just nod, going to plant a kiss on your face, and is going to cast some magic, an elemental shroud. So you are... I can actually do this to 3 people, so it's going to extend to 2 other people who are around me, just the energy of it.
Mm-hmm.
Who would be closest to me by Ivar?
It would be, I mean, are you looking for enemies that are closest to you, or?
No, I would want to be allies.
Then probably Jeane, because he was also tailing Ivar.
Yeah.
And maybe I don't know who else.
It would be...
Some people started to flank, so I'm guessing the people who started to flank would be...
It would be Jeane, Branwen, and then I think that's where Evil Rehya was also, and Rehya are.
Okay, so Rehya would also pick this up then. So you have now...
Peter stayed in the back. Yeah.
You are resistant to... what kind of damage is going to be the most beneficial? I'm guessing probably fire in this instance. So you all have resistance to fire damage, and Branwen, because I have the arcane weapon equipped, I can choose one of the allies I have a bond towards, and if I do so, that ally gains a bonus to the next check they perform during the current scene. This bonus is equal to the strength of your bond towards them, so I don't know what that means. So I don't know how strong their bonus is, but I know...
I'm assuming because I have a 3 for all of y'all.
Yeah, I think it's plus 3 probably.
Cool. So you have a +3 to the next check you make, Branwen. Also, I know this doesn't really change much, but you are healed also a bunch if you had taken any damage.
I had not, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
Is
You're
Jeane healed?
Oh yes, Jeane is also.
He did get stabbed.
That's
Got
true.
So did
Ooh.
Rehya. Rehya got shocked by lightning.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So
Oh,
when I
wow.
cast this, each of those allies recover an amount of hit points equal to SL multiplied by the number of bonds you have.
Skill level. Multiplied
Skill
by the
level.
amount of bonds.
All right. So that would be 2.
Times
And I
how many
have-
bonds.
I have 2 bonds.
So they get 4 HP back.
Am
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. 4 HP is 4 HP.
Yeah.
Not bad at that.
So just a little something, something.
I'm not mad at that.
And then I'm just going to stand by Bronwyn's side and get ready to stab Ivar in the face.
With that, we'll go to Ivar's turn.
Uh-oh.
And Ivar goes, so this is where you've been hiding all these years. Huh? Interesting. And disappointing. And he is going to close the distance. And he is going to use his Fist of Fury ability. So he's going to make a couple attacks on you, Branwen. Does a 17 and a 17 hit you?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't actually know.
So on the top of your character sheet, there is a where is it? Which it's defense. Basically, it's in the middle. Actually, it's in the middle where it says defense.
And it's equal to your dexterity, right? Your dexterity die?
I believe so. Yeah, it's your
Okay.
dex.
My
Yes.
dexterity die is a 10, so I'm assuming yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So you are going to take 15 damage total. 15 physical damage. As Ivar closes the distance, and you almost have a bit of a flashback from training with him as he moves just as fast as he used to, as he lands 2 punches in your ribs, dealing 15 damage. And with that, it goes to a player's turn.
I would like you go ahead, Rhea. You go.
No, there's more backstory with you. You do it. You do it. You take it. You take it.
You're also fighting your evil self, so I think that's also backstory.
That's also a lot of backstory.
I do want to know the tea there. Okay. In that case, if we're gonna spar, then you see the ichor that still lives in Branwen kind of slither around under her skin, and she stares him dead in the eyes as he punches her in the rib cage, and she goes, I've done a lot of growing. Looks like you haven't changed at all. And she starts shifting, and her bones start to crack as she turns into her monster form, towering over Ivar, making him look small and weak and puny. She's a monster girl. Haha.
That is my wife.
Just like next to them, like bang bang. What the
What
fuck?
the fuck?
And with that, I'm going to use. Oh, this is sweet. I'm going to use Iceberg.
Oh.
She's learned a little bit from Kreg in her time. So bear with me. Iceberg hits one creature with instantaneous. The target suffers HR plus 30 ice damage. This
High
damage,
roll.
this damage ignores resistances.
Yeah, so you're gonna basically roll the highest damage die you could roll.
Okay, that's a D10.
Yeah,
Cool.
roll that and then add 30.
Love that. Okay, it's 31.
What does this attack look like?
You see as this ice kind of swirl around Branwen all the way up her hulking form with her jaw distended and her claws outstretched. And I'm assuming that Ivar is close to her.
Oh yeah, he's within
He's,
spitting
like-
distance.
Wait, did you roll
Right.
2d10 or just 1d10?
I just rolled 1d10.
Oh, roll 2, you're right.
Roll 2.
Oh, I lied. Haha. It's 32.
32? No way!
Better than 31.
You're right, honestly. And that dice is going back in my bag. And you see this just from her claws, these icicles form, and she just shoots from her chest this gigantic wall of ice. Have you seen My Hero Academia?
Yes.
You know, when Fire Ice Boy go real hard?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like that.
Todoroki.
I imagine at this point, Ivar is completely encapsulated in this ice. And Branwen's just fucking staring back.
All right. Very nice. All right. Yeah, you slam Ivar with this iceberg from your chest. A shocked expression on his face. Anything else for Branwen?
Can I do anything else?
Typically, no. Typically, you only get the one action.
No. All right, that's what I do.
Unless you got an ability that allows you to take extra turns.
I do.
We're gonna go to some demons. So demons are gonna rush Peter. So about 2 of them are gonna rush Peter.
Aww.
And they are going to make some attacks on you, Peter.
That makes sense.
I'm assuming a 6 misses you. Okay. But does an 11 hit you? No! Yeah, these 2 demons come up, and how does Peter dodge these 2 demon swords that come swinging at her?
Oh no!
Would
Just
an
duck.
11
very much a duck. 11 was going to hit me, so I'm going to assume it was Val who gave me the spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I get that feeling like after watching, Val and Rhea train so much. I get that little bit of a fighter instinct, and the first one completely catches me off guard. That's a fear dodge.
Right.
Second one kind of looks a little like I knew what I was doing for a second.
With that, the spectral energy that had been around you pushes you in the right direction to dodge. It's a tap on your shoulder to move that way.
It's Val spectral energy.
Yeah.
For
Love
sure.
it. All right, well, those demons whiff. Okay, so now it's another player's turn. Rhea, go for it.
Okay. Rhea is going to reach underneath her tailcoat and pull out her axes. She's gonna touch the axe to the sand, or to the sand. I hate sand. To the snow, and draw a line in the snow in front of her. She's gonna step over it and take a couple steps in front of it. And as she's clasping both sides of her axe together to make them her great axe and lifting it up to smack it onto the ground, she's gonna say, "That was fucking cute," and cast Thunderbolt back at Evil Rhea.
All right.
And that is, does it automatically hits, right?
Yes.
Yes, stunning. So mine is HR plus 25, so that's a D10 plus 25.
Correct.
Yes, 25. Hee hee hee. Aha! I love this game. Okay, cool. Okay, one is a 10 and the other's
Nice.
a 2, so 12 plus 25.
It's 37 lightning damage. Bolt damage.
37 lightning damage.
Damn.
And it ignores resistances.
Yes, it does. As you see, it rocks her, and you see she kind of hangs for a second as smoke rolls off of her, and then she looks back up at you with just this wild expression in her eyes. All right. Anything else for you, Rhea?
I'm just gonna continue to approach her. I hit my axe on the ground. I slung it back, broke it in half, and I'm just continuing to walk toward her.
Hell yes. Okay. It is now one of the baddies' turns. It is now going to be Valerian's turn. As he's holding his head and he's like, I don't understand. I don't understand. And Dr. Nikolai, you see very similar to your own magics. You see a bit of the best way I can describe it is, for those of you who've watched Dragon Ball Z, he's when lightning begins to crackle around them. You see that, you see that kind of, but it's that mosaic, like stained glass energy begins to kind of crackle around him as the snow and the rocks around him begin to lift. That will be his turn.
Focus, father.
Let's see, who has to go still? Is that Val?
Yeah, it's Val.
Val and
Val
Peter.
and Peter. Val and Peter have to go.
Yeah. Peter, do you want retribution?
Do I want retribution?
You got attacked. I want to let you.
I mean, if you want to.
Do you?
If you want to go for it. I'm still planning a little bit. Seeing
Okay.
how things are laying.
Okay. Val, still holding onto the narrator's hand, is going to turn and look at him and be like, "Who do you want me to fight?"
This is a lot.
Pick.
Scary demons.
Scary demons. And she's gonna, still holding onto his hand, is gonna like start like turning around almost like a dance. Like she's like leading him in a dance, but with her other hand is gonna switch out the switchblade that then folds out into a full like rapier sword kind of thing. And then is gonna do Blade Storm.
Ooh.
It's just anime shit. Like that's exactly what it is. Like attacking multiple enemies. So I get to attack 2 demons. So whoever's closest.
There's 10 of them left.
Oh, good.
So there's plenty.
I am gonna start with 1 and see if they can get him. 9, 11.
11 will hit.
Excellent. For 13 physical damage.
That's 1 slain.
Nice. Another. 6, 12, 14 to hit on that one.
14, that'll hit.
2 for another. That's not as good. Only 9 physical on that
9. It's barely hanging on to life.
Ooh.
Barely.
That's it.
All right. Anything else for Val?
That's it.
All right. We now go to Monroe, and Monroe runs to Valerian and is attempting to like calm him down. As Valerian just continues to kind of exhibit this mosaic like energy growing around him. That will be her turn for now.
Can I just tell what? Not like I don't know like free action stuff. Can I tell what Valerian's attempting? What is he getting angrier and that's why it's happening, or is he doing something? And what Monroe is?
So Monroe is up to him like you need to calm down. Your father looks like he's gonna go nuclear here in a second. Like he is like his reality has been fractured, and he's grappling with the fact that he killed millions for a lot.
That's something I could do and I totally forgot. No, okay, continue.
But that is Monroe's turn. So Peter.
Yeah. I am going to cast Mirror on the narrator. So basically, that is going to reflect any offensive spells that come at the narrator back onto the person who cast them.
Helps. And he just looks at you because thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
This is a lot. This is a lot.
Just keep me safe.
You're awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
Anything else?
Don't
for
forget,
Peter?
you can do something else.
Oh,
I can do something else. I think I'm still gonna.
You're gonna hold it.
I'm gonna hold it for now.
So just so you know, once you do that twice, that's when it goes away. So you can hold it. Yeah. So 2 different times you can do 2 different actions, and then the spell's gone. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna use one right now.
Okay.
I didn't know it was 2 times. I thought it was 1.
Yeep.
Okay. So that means I'm going to encourage somebody. I feel like I should go with Branwen. So that's going to be 5 mind points, and you're gonna recover 5 hit points. And you get to choose one of the following, which is all the dice: Dexterity, Insight, Might, or Willpower, and you get to move that up 1 dice. So if it's at 8, it goes to a 10. It's a 10, it goes to a 12, up to 12.
For how long?
Until the start of my next turn. So you'll get it on your next turn.
Damn. All right.
That was
Anything
crazy.
else? Or
You got
Pete.
well,
Sorry. Go
Brown.
ahead.
Yeah, no, Branwen just got really big, so I felt like it was a good like.
She get
It'd be used really well with Branwen because Branwen's big and scary now. So, yeah.
Aaron. Anything else for Peter?
No, it's gonna be it.
Okay. More demons. As 3 demons are going to rush towards Val to join the other one that's already there. And 3 demons are going to attack you. First one is a 10.
Nope. And I'm gonna smack it back because
Oh.
I have counterattack, so I get a free action if someone misses me or hits me with an even number.
Smack it back.
Smack it back. It's not gonna hit it though. So.
Y'all were worried. See, you're doing great.
Oh no! 5, 6, 7. I don't
Oh.
think.
Yeah, unfortunately, you just miss it. All right, and then the third one, that's a 12.
Nope.
Nope. All right, and the next one will also miss then. So you're able to continue this dance with the narrator as he's like, getting yanked around as all of these demons rush you and try to attack you. But you are able to keep yourself safe. Cool. All right, we go back to. Well, actually, now at this point, it would be the narrator's turn. And the narrator turns to Val and goes, "What should I do?"
I mean, there's 4 demons around us right now, so I would probably start there.
Okay. And he instead of letting go of your hand, loops your arm under his arm, and pulls out a pen and a little journal, and he begins to write furiously in the journal. And as these demons are swinging at you, need to roll. You see 4 individual bolts of lightning just go zap, 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 and hit these 4 demons. As you see in his book, he wrote these demons get hit by lightning. Those 4 demons get rocked and hit by lightning. Goes, okay, how was that?
Let's keep doing that. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Another
All
one
right.
of those.
All right, cool.
You got it.
And that's the narrator's turn. We go to Atlas now. And Atlas is going to he's going to run up next to Branwen, and he's gonna go, mind if I cut in? Is that cool? What, mind if I cut in? Is that cool?
Branwen's kind of seething at the mouth and goes, "Go for it, kid."
Excellent. What was his AC? So he's gonna hit. So you see him as he's like, mind if I cut in? Cool. He grabs Ivar by the chest and throat and picks him up and plants him down into the snow on top of the ice that you just made. As Ivar is gonna take another 15 damage from a slam attack from Atlas.
So
All
what
right.
did he do to you? What?
I'll tell you later. It's a long story. He's an asshole. And with that, anybody would notice that the other 2 in the back are just kind of standing and watching. The other 2 that came with Valerian's group are just standing and watching. Okay. We go back to the top of player turn order. So who would like to go?
Unless someone has something pressing.
How many demons are left?
Demons, 7 have been killed, so there is 13 minus 7.
6.
So there are 6 demons remaining.
That's not bad. I don't want. I could.
I can get rid of 2 more.
Go for it.
Do the thing.
Just looks over to help Val, sees the lightning, and is like, okay, I'll deal with that later. and just turns and fires 2 more, bang bang, at 2 other demons. There's a 9 hit.
9 just misses. You're looking for a 10.
Cool. Looking for 10. Cool. That's a 10 exactly. Then.
All right, that hits.
And has an 8 and a 2. So that's what's my damage again? Oh my god! It could just change because I leveled up maybe. That's 16 physical.
16, yeah, that's another demon down. As one ducks under the bullet, and another one that was behind it, as it ducks, gets hit and gets taken out.
No, that's my turn.
All right. It is now one of the enemy's turns. Once again, the patron just continues to sit and lounge and watch. He's not doing anything on his turn. All right. Next player turn.
I'm going to turn and notice that he's not doing anything. And it's not disgust. It's not like that. He is just confused. This is not the story he knows at all. And this is his, even if changed blood, older brother. And he looks and says, "Why are you doing this?"
Because I can.
Then forgive me, older brother, but that's not a good enough answer. I'm going to turn back to Valerian and force my hands on both sides of his head. And I say, "This is going to hurt, father. I'm going to cast Dispel. If a target is affected by any spells, erase that shit," is what I wrote down.
Erase that shit. That shit.
I'm going to attempt, and then I can go to the exact wording, but I'm going to attempt to, if there is memory manipulation and it was because of some kind of magic or anything like that, I'm going to try to fix that. That's my attempt. Let me just go to the exact wording so I'm not just saying stuff out loud. Yes, you release a wave of negative energy and cleanse all magic from a creature. If a target is affected by one or more spells with the duration of scene or whatever, they're no longer affected by any of those spells instead. So I'm trying to see if he's affected by memory magic now, hopefully, I assume he is, and try to pull that apart and let his own memories come back.
So you see like this burst of energy, and you see your father shake his head and begin to blink, and he looks up to you and he goes, "Thank you."
Was that genuine?
It was. It was genuine.
Listen, I gotta ask.
When your dad says thank you, you have to be like, "Can I do an insight check real quick?"
Is that as he says that, I guess nod. Now I'm turning to face everybody else.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna walk a little forward. Just I think mom can handle dad and dad can handle himself. I want to make sure these other kiddos aren't getting hurt too much. That's me.
Okay. So I think with that, it will be Valerian's turn. As he says, "Thank you." And he steps to the side and you see he's addressing the patron. He goes, "Impressive. Truly impressive. About time one of my kids did something impressive. Which was still a disappointment. And I need... Who is all in front of Valerian?
I assume including me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the only people who are not are the people facing down Ivar.
Flankers, yeah.
People facing down Ivar. So that would be... Jeane is safe. Val is not safe. Kreg is safe. Rehya is safe. And Branwen are safe. As he extends a hand, and you see this almost, it's like the air ripples as this shockwave tears in front of him, and everybody who is in that radius take 15 bolt damage, including Nikolai.
Okay.
And
I have to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Was it?
No, Nikolai. He stepped next to you. I'm sorry, you didn't take the damage.
Oh,
you didn't take the damage. No.
Okay, that changes things. Never mind.
Yep. But the rest of the demons you see are purged, as they are all hit by this blast of light from Valerian. All right, player turn.
I would like to do a thing.
What do you got, Kreg?
So the patron is just straight up chilling, right?
Yep, he is. Even with kind of taking the shockwave, it hasn't really knocked him. You see the windows on your cabin shatter though from the shockwave from Valerian.
Installed new ones just last year. Just gonna give a pointed, dirty look over that way, and then turn, and I'm gonna turn to Branwen. My love, I know you can handle yourself. Will you allow me to take care of the trash?
I love it when you do.
Wonderful. And the snow around Kreg just suddenly shudders as he just floats up as the snow whips around him and carries him, and he is suddenly making an almost, it is very much just this dive as he flies up, and he dives towards the patron with this glowing hand extended. And I am using a fun spell called Soaring Strike. I get carried across the battlefield and perform a free attack. It deals extra 5 damage. And I did clear this with you using the God Hand that ignores immunities.
Okay. How much damage did you do?
So I believe I do have to attack, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so that's going to be might plus magic stuff. It's not especially high. 14?
14 to hit?
Yeah.
It'll hit.
Oh, beautiful. All right, cool.
As you see, as he watches you come towards him and he doesn't move.
Cool. All right, so this will be high roll plus 10 plus extra magic stuff. Okay. This is going to be 21 points of light damage.
Okay. Yeah.
As I just take my hand and I barrel it into his chest and just stop in front of him. Not expecting him to fly, knowing how much damage he just took from big guy over there. I'm not expecting him to fly back, but I am now in his face.
And he just looks at his coat and goes, "You ruined my favorite coat."
You've ruined much more than that.
And I'm not done.
I wouldn't expect you to be done. I was a god once. I'll make sure you get the same treatment.
All right. Anything else for Kreg?
That's it.
Okay. Next, it is going to be one of the villains' turns. It's going to be Ivar's turn. Ivar is going to scramble up from where Atlas put him on his ass. And he is going to, you see him kind of pull what looks like a crystalline dagger out of basically his like pack. And he is going to stab at our good friend, Branwen. That is, I need D8s. Does what is that? A 14 hit you, Branwen?
Damn, it sure heckin' does.
So as he stabs this into you, you're gonna take 10 damage. And then I need you to also subtract 10 magic points. As he hits you with a mana drain dagger. He stabs it into your side and pulls it back.
That blows. Okay.
All right, that is Ivar's turn. We now go to the next player's turn.
I think it's, who is it? Is it Rehya?
Rhea's gonna go, yeah.
Do your thing. No, please do your thing. I need to do
Sorry.
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna wail on evil me. I'm gonna keep pushing forward too with each attack, and I want to get farther and farther from that line that I drew, the snow, where all my people are behind me, and she's not getting any closer. So I'm just going to do a huge whopping attack with my I've split it apart, so I'll just go with both sides of it, and I'm gonna roll, and it's gonna hit, and it's gonna be great. I was so nervous for this session because I really thought we were all gonna die here. 8, 9, 10, 11 to hit.
You said that way too fat.
Why'd you say it like that? What did you roll?
11.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Ah. Well, I'll just be mad about it.
Yeah.
I'll just stew. I'll hit it into the snow, and then just for flavor, as I pull it back out, since I missed her, I'll flick some snow into her face.
So you flick the snow into her face. It's her turn now, and she goes, "That looks like fun," as she swings her sword back at you.
Mm-hmm.
A 12.
A 12 does not hit.
12 does not hit. Yeah, you're able to dodge as the two of you both miss each other back and forth. All right. That is Evil Rhea's turn. Next player.
Who's left?
Jeane is gone. I think it's Branwen, Peter, Val. Yeah, Branwen, Peter, and Val.
Branwen has to go before me because I gave you that buff, and if I go, you lose the buff. So.
Okay. Well, in that case, since Ivar stabbed me, obviously this is just gonna be a showdown. I like to imagine that when he stabs her with that, she grabs his hand, puts the dagger further into her, stares into his eyes, and uses the spell Doom Gaze.
What is Doom Gaze? The fuck?
One creature is instantaneously targeted and suffers dazed and weak.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
He shook.
He shook. Just for y'all, what dazed and weak does, dazed temporarily reduces your insight die by one, and weak reduces your might dice size by 1. As you see, his knees are almost buckling underneath your gaze.
This makes me so happy. And as soon as she pulls him in closer and stares dead in his eyes, I'm not the monster you made me anymore. I'm my own.
Yeah, he's literally knees knocking.
Yay.
All right, that's Branwen. We have Val and Peter left. Well, no, it's an enemy's turn now. We're gonna go. There are 8 demons have been killed, so demons are going to bum rush Peter again, and are going to attack Peter.
I thought the demons died.
Not all of them. There's still. Wait, no, all the demons are dead. You're right.
Yeah, Valerian killed him.
Valerian killed all of the demons.
Thanks, Valerian.
Thanks, Valerian. For
your dick, but thank you, Dad.
Thanks for tricking us and bringing us here, I guess.
With that, then it'll be Monroe's turn, and Monroe will. You see, she begins to shift and change a bit. As you see, her body kind of distends and very similar to Branwen, except even this wolfen form that comes from Monroe dwarfs Branwen's monstrous size.
That's my
as this monstrous Ruguru slams down onto the battlefield, and is going to barrel towards the patron, and is going to attempt to really shove Kreg out of the way to bite at this being.
We are officially fighting. That's what I needed to know.
Okay. So she is going to deal 8 damage because she rolled very poorly. As she basically chomps into his shoulder. And Kreg, the fact that he doesn't seem reactive to the fact that he got God punched and now bit by a 16-foot tall werewolf is concerning to you.
Of course.
Yes. That is Monroe's turn. Now Peter or Val.
I can do a thing.
Go do your thing.
Val, she sees that nothing is working so far against the patron. So she is actually going to let go of the narrator's hand And like the only way to describe it is she like, it's a little bit like she's going Super Saiyan. Like energy just starts to flare around her. And she like goes towards her core where there is this large tattoo in the center of her chest of a phoenix. And she shoots forward this like massive flare of fire, which ignores resistance.
Who are you shooting it at?
The patron, sorry.
Patron?
That's 35 fire damage against the patron.
Yeah. Kreg, Kreg and Branwen, your cabin's now on fire.
Sorry.
As the steps were broken by the God Punch, the windows were shattered by Valerian's like energy blast, and now Val has blown the entire front door off, and the building is now on fire.
That was a fresh coat of paint.
But yeah, this epic beam of fire roars out from Val and slams into where the patron is, who's now on fire, bitten by a wolf and got punched by a god.
And still nothing.
Nothing in the sense of
a reaction.
Does he look bothered by the fire at all?
He looks annoyed.
Okay.
He looks annoyed.
Great.
All right. Anything else for Val? No? Okay. We're then gonna move straight to Peter.
Awesome. Okay. I'm going to cast Drain Vigor on Ivar.
Ooh. Okay.
It is dark damage. I don't know if he's resistant to that or not.
No.
If I do hit him, I guess. Oh, I lost both my dice.
Oh,
They
no.
fell in a big pile of dice that are I'm going to remove those. I will not be confused. Okay. All right. I took something new, which is called Lucky 7. And this might seem like a bad move, but you'll see. Give me a minute. So I'm going to replace the 10 that I just rolled with a 7. So that's going to be a 13.
Okay. That'll hit.
Okay, cool. So that's going to be 7 plus 15 damage is 22.
Okay.
And I get to heal for half of that if it doesn't kill him, which I'm assuming it didn't.
He's not dead yet, no.
Okay.
He has taken 69 damage total.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Oh, I'm trying to decide if I should do it this turn or not.
And you do have one more turn of that extra action, or that one more use of that extra action.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to use it or not right now.
You're not obligated to. Yeah.
I know. I think I'm gonna hold this one, and I'll see how this plays out. Because now I can go whenever, because I wanted to wait for Branwen to use the extra thing. So I'm gonna hold it for now.
Okay.
The second move.
It's gonna be Atlas's turn. Atlas is gonna swing, gonna join Branwen and just keep beating on Ivar on the ground. He will hit, and he will deal. Oh, he rolled 4 on the damage. He'll deal 12 damage to Ivar. As he literally, just like how Jeane was doing, he's just beating on him, just beating him on the ground. The narrator turns to Val and goes, "Wow, what's next?"
I was just following what everyone else was doing and was fighting, the one who looks unbothered by all the fighting.
Oh, okay. And he writes in his book again. And your sword, Val, increases almost double in size.
Yeah.
And he goes, is that good?
I mean, yeah, this is dope as fuck. Yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold on. And he jots a little bit, and it ignites in flames.
Anime shit.
Anime shit.
I'm here for it.
And that's the narrator's turn. We go back to the top of the order. Who wants to go?
Patron still isn't doing anything.
I mean, it's not his go yet.
Fair.
Yeah, I'll go.
Death saber. Hit it. Oh.
Who's going?
Well, I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go. I understand you have no good reason aside from you want to be doing this, but I do have to ask. Why these children? What have they done?
Oh no, that was my dad's plan. Which I guess I put him on the path.
Yes. Why involve so many innocents?
And what kind of sends a chill down your spine, Kreg, is like watching him try to process you making him feel empathy isn't clicking with him. Almost like he lacks it.
Noted.
I don't understand the question.
Well, your time here is done then. And the whip just suddenly comes up around, and I'm going to attempt to just wrap it around his neck. And I just want to, I don't expect, obviously, this to kill him, I'm sure. But I want to try and pull the whip and pull his head down as I slam the God Fist into his face.
Cool. Make it happen.
Cool. All right. Let's see, wait, for attacks, do I roll? Is it like 2 dice that I roll for attacks?
Yeah. What does it say for the attack? Does it say? Because usually it tells you what dice you roll.
Doesn't specify.
Let's see. I would say it's probably might.
Oh, it's
willpower.
Yeah. Okay. It's Dex and Dex in mine. Okay.
Dex in mine.
So,
okay.
Let me do this right. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, that's not too bad. So that's going to be, I believe it was 17 last time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's gonna be no, it was 14 last time. It's a 15 this time. Math.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it hits.
Cool. All right, and then high roller damage. Let's see. Oh, that's much better. So that's going to be math again. Oh God. Oh, math is so hard. 28 light damage, and I'm imagining some of that's little slicey around the neck.
Little slicey around the neck as you hit him backwards, like this palm strike to the face. And as the head kind of like goes back, and you can see it cutting through his neck, you see the head kind of just comes back as he makes eye contact with you, but then looks over to Branwen.
Tug on the whip.
Oh.
Your attention is with me.
Oh. And you see he finally turns his palm over and then basically moves 2 fingers like this. As from behind Branwen, about a dozen pointed chains rise from the ground. And Branwen, you are going to take a total of 32 physical damage as you are speared by a dozen chains. That was fun. And that's his turn. Player turn.
Ouch.
Yay!
How many enemies are left? What's
so the battlefield, demons are gone.
Yeah.
There's evil Rehya, there is Ivar, there's Valerian and Monroe, and then there are the 2 bodyguards in the back who still have not moved.
Haven't done a goddamn thing. Okay, love that. I love them so much. How's Ivar looking?
Ivar looks beat to shit. He looks beat to shit.
Good. I guess I'll go for Ivar, and since the stabbing situation kind of might change. So I'll attack Branwen.
Branwen?
Why? No. I want to attack Branwen. I'll attack Ivar.
Okay.
My mind is in tatters because that was a lot of damage. I looked at my health and I was like, oh, I don't want to get hit by that. That is 10, 11.
11? Because he is on the ground and he has been weakened significantly, that will hit him.
Cool. Sick. Awesome.
As Branwen and Atlas are just above him, kicking the shit out of him. You walk over and shoot him executioner style.
So, pow, just 15 damage. Pow.
15?
Yeah.
How do you kill Ivar?
It's literally everyone's punching and punching and beating him up. And Jeane is just looking at this cocky motherfucking other half of the narrator. And he just doesn't even look at him as he pulls the trigger.
Damn.
Bang. And then points the gun straight at I'm blanking on this fucking title.
The patron?
Patron, thank you. And then aims for the head and shoots again.
Go ahead, roll the hit.
That's 2-8, so that's a critical.
Yeah.
And with how criticals work in this com, I had to look at the little cheat sheet that we looked at before. What's that? I can gain an opportunity. So, what do I want as an opportunity? Information. I want information.
Okay.
I want to spot a useful clue or a detail. The Gamemaster may tell you what it is.
So you want useful information about the patron?
Yes.
So how much damage did you deal with the shot?
I will tell you in a moment, because I'm gonna add an infusion to this as well. That's another 8, so 16. So it's 16, and then I will gain magic points equal to, because I'm gonna use vampire shot infusion.
Cool.
And so I regain. I regain half. Yeah, let's read this real quick. Vampire MP equal to half the HP loss suffered by the targeted attack. So I gain 8 back. 8 HP. Yeah, 8 HP.
Or 8 MP back.
8 MP back. Yes.
And the information you glean as the bullet collides with him, once again tearing this coat that has been just like torn to sunders by all the attacks and blasts.
Mm-hmm.
For a moment, and you notice it just because you were like aiming and focusing directly on him as you're shooting. You see it's for like a microsecond. It's almost like he flickers a bit. It's almost like he flickers and is see-through for just a slight moment.
Flickers as in he's losing the form, or flickers as in he's not there really?
He might not actually be here.
Do I get a free action to say
yeah
out loud?
Yeah.
This isn't really him. It's an avatar, not the real thing. Maybe 90% sure.
Would Branwen be able to tell at this point if it's really him or not?
Well, this was the information from the patron, not from Ivar.
No, thank God.
Ivar's stark dead, hole in his head.
Oh, all right, never mind.
Yeah, Ivar, he gone. But that is, you all hear Jeane say that like he's not really here. That's an avatar. It is now going to be one of the antagonists' turns.
How does Monroe and Valerian look at that information?
I mean, Monroe kind of backs up, in this big wolfen form.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, sniffing the air now to almost confirm it. And Valerian, he puts a hand on your shoulder and he goes, "This was a failed experiment. We can retrieve your brother another day. It's time we cleanse the field of all loose ends.
I don't think it takes a lot for me to realize he's speaking about everyone else, right?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think that is necessary, Father.
I didn't ask for your opinion.
But I'm giving it.
It's noted. And Jeane, Branwen, Rehya, Peter, Val, Kreg. I need all of you to roll me willpower, 2 willpower.
Oh, no.
And you're all muted, so make sure to unmute yourself before you.
Bronwyn, you have a +6 to this.
Thank God you know my willpower's not that strong.
Rehya, what'd you roll?
6.
Okay. Jeane?
13.
13. Peter?
14.
14. Val?
7.
Kreg?
That's a big old 5, my dude.
No.
Bronwyn?
13.
13. 12 was the difficulty to be able to move out of the way. As you see, Valerian lifts his hands, and it kind of almost just like magic missile in a way. This ball of light appears in his hand as he fires these beams of this mosaic. Yes.
So there was no way for me to beat that then. Because the highest I could get is an 8.
Well, no, you had to roll 2. You rolled 2.
You roll 2,
roll 2.
willpower.
Oh, and add together.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought I only chose 1. All right, well, still didn't. It was still only 9 then.
Yeah.
But cool. All right. Clearing
Attempt.
things up.
Good
I was like,
attempt.
how am
Good
I
attempt.
supposed to beat a 12? Okay. Never mind. Ignore me.
Anyone who failed will take 22 bolt damage.
Oh my good.
Can I ask, was evil Rhea also hit by this?
Yes.
Or no? Slay.
Yes.
Love it. Thanks.
Sick.
Bolt considered physical?
No.
Okay.
22. Why is the pride fan out? You're muted.
Because she said slay. But also 19.
Yes, all these bolts roll out from Valerian, making contact with basically everyone on the field, besides from his allies. The narrator also gets struck in the chest with this, as he stumbles backwards.
He should still have mirror, right?
Oh, you're right.
Yes, that's
And the bolt fires back and hits Valerian in the chest, and his eyes then train to Peter.
Well, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? All right, what's the next player turn?
Me.
Okay, go for it.
Oh,
Go.
no.
Peter, go.
You, seriously, you go for it. Seriously, you go for it.
Me.
You have backstory. I don't.
Ah, this is y'all game. I can process more. I guess for me, more than anything, you still can go. Does it look like? I mean, I know that she's a wolf, but that's my mom. You know, you can just read. Is she in the same vibe right now? Okay, go.
All right. So I'm gonna do what I was saving up for, I guess. Peter's going to walk up to Valerian. And is kind of, there's like this tension on the field and this like intense, like, because we've known Valerian for a little bit. 5 days.
Yeah, about a week and a half.
But this like tension and this connection wasn't there before. And Peter, I think, feels really drawn to Valerian in this moment. And goes up and looks like she's gonna whisper, like in his ear, something. And I'm gonna cast Gamble. And because I have my lucky number 7, it casts at a 10 because that's the number I took earlier. And I get to pick 3 people who take 30 damage each. And I'm going to roll a d6 to see how much damage that is, or what kind of damage that is.
Yeah.
Air
damage. Okay.
I don't know if that's going to change anything. So 30 points of air damage, and that's going to go to Valerian Monroe and Patron.
The patron?
Yeah.
What does this look like?
I didn't expect air. It's gonna be like almost like a little whipping tornado. And it's kicking up the snow and the dirt and the leaves that have fallen. And it almost wants to force them down. I don't know if, depending on how I don't know what their HP looks like, could like this force is like pushing.
Okay.
And Peter's casting it, so it's not affecting Peter, but this whipping, while the whipping's happening right around Valerian, Peter's gonna bite Valerian in the neck.
Okay. Yeah, understood. Fucking stood. Okay.
And when it's kicked down, Peter's gonna take a couple steps back.
It would be like you do have blood kind of around your mouth. And it feels good.
Yeah.
It feels really good.
Okay. Of course it does.
Okay. How much damage total, by the way, for the
It's going to be 30 each.
30 each. Got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
This is a system I'm still new to. If someone goes down to 0, do they have any chance of being revived, or is they just dead?
Yes, because there's the surrender method. Basically, there are 2 options when somebody hits 0. Sacrifice or surrender. And there are specific things in the rule book about like what you can do when you hit 0. But you don't know if these 4 could be revived. And also at this point, the God of Death isn't back yet. So revival magic still doesn't work. But that's Peter's turn. We're now going to go to Monroe. Monroe is going to basically turn to look at Kreg. And is going to run to bite Kreg. Does a 20 hit you?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're a god.
I'm not the. This is a new game for me.
Used to. That's 21 physical damage.
I am. Wait, hang on. Let me double check. Am I resistant or immune? Let me double check. Resistant.
Okay. So 10.
Cool.
As she bites into your side. All right. Next player turn.
My husband just got bit. I'd like to go.
Okay.
Okay. This is gonna be a little longer. So what is gonna happen?
See what happened was.
When Jeane kills Ivar, Branwen freezes entirely and just stares at Ivar's lifeless body on the ground. And while all this is happening, she kneels down and she scoops up his lifeless form in her large hands and lets out a howl. Like a deep, sorrowful, heart-wrenching howl. And then she sees her husband get attacked. And the howl turns into a howl of tragedy. And so what a howl of tragedy does is that it targets one creature instantaneous, and the target suffers shaken.
Okay.
So I'm going to target Monroe.
Yeah. Okay, so Shaken. Oh God, where is it? Shaken does. Oh my gosh, where is it? Okay, so you target Monroe with this Shaken ability. And oh, there it is. Just found it. Shaken, it reduces their willpower size by 1. As you see, Monroe, like, almost, used to being the alpha, the big dog, literally just kind of almost cows for a moment at Bronwyn's roar and howl.
I'm also going to take this moment to take my elixir and restore my magic back to 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else for you?
I'm going to, with that, as soon as Monroe feels this shaken, gently lay Ivar back down on the ground, cover him up a little bit with some of the remaining snow, and just stands and turns her immediate attention. No remorse. Just to face off with. It's Monster Girl versus Monster Girl!
It is! Kaiju
Yay!
fight. Kaiju fight.
Alec,
Yes.
permission to step in. I am now on the villain side.
Yes. Go ahead and take your turn. Yeah.
It's bad that I saw this coming.
We did. We saw it coming.
Oh, wait, yeah, like that's a quick flashback because there was a moment of. I feel like the trio. That's the trio, man. The trio. But it's a. If it comes down to it, I have to choose them. But reminder that Nico and Branwen have telepathy. They can speak to each other. In this moment, Branwen in your mind, a lot of things start to happen. You kind of see Nico like straighten up, kind of like shakily like dust himself off, and not like the bolts that form around Valerian, but you start to see just the air get a little crackly, get a little stained glassy, but it starts to like affect the clouds above as well. But in that moment, as I'm just focusing, I don't think I've looked down. I've been looking at the ground. I've been looking everywhere else. Eyes look at Branwen. In your mind, you hear, I'm sorry, but the best way to protect you all is to convince them that you are no longer a threat. The crackliness of the sky gets...
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick. Nico and Branwen. There's a third presence on your connection.
Since when?
Peter, you just heard Dr. Nikolai say these things. You're muted presently, Peter.
I'm not gonna say anything though.
Okay.
They wouldn't know it's me if
important
I don't say
question.
anything.
Sorry.
No. Correct. Yeah.
I have a very important question. And obviously, you make a decision as a GM, but if I believe that Valerian had any way of hearing that, he would have said that. So, do I get any vibe that?
So it was you would have your dad when he's imposing his will on someone's mind.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, hold on. All right, cool.
But I just wanted you to both of you to know that there's someone else in the room.
But we can tell that. We can tell that as well. That somebody else is in.
You're not sure who it is, but you can feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like probably like. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, along with that connection, have they been taking each other's damage still, or are they still separated at this moment?
They're separated at this moment.
Cool. Just double checking.
In the interest of the rules of this game.
But I think he feels like there's like a slight pause, but still says, "Convince your husband to do the same, or no one survives." but I'm sorry. The clouds again still are crackling and shifting. And then suddenly, multiple meteors start to swarm down. As I cast Comet, that is my heroic skill. I can choose any number of creatures, so it's going to be everyone but Team Valerian is going to automatically take 40 damage.
Zero.
And in this moment, he has to convince them that they're no longer a threat. The best way to them not be a threat is not to be breathing.
7. I'm at 7. What the fuck?
I'm out.
Okay.
I am also out.
All right. So the
Is Kreg out?
No,
I need to.
not yet.
Let's see. Hold on. So these meteors just begin to pummel the mountain, and pummel the battlefield. Anything else for Nikolai's turn? As players,
as they begin to start, I'm so sorry. As the meteors begin to fall, again, Branwen, it's like he isn't looking at you, but you can feel his intent is on you. Kreg, he is looking at you.
Okay.
And I'll just say, are you happy now? Let's go. To father.
To your dad. Okay. Next player turn. Would that be Kreg, or Kreg gone already?
Greg's still up.
Kreg. You see meteors are beginning to rain. You see the kids falling over. The narrator scrambling to get Peter and Val and Rhea and everyone together. But you see the mountain is being beset by meteors and comets.
And Branwen, are you down?
And I just want to say, obviously, make your own decisions. Just thinking about Kreg and Nikolai's relationship, I think you know that Nikolai makes very analytical decisions. That's all.
While Kreg makes passionate ones.
Kreg makes passionate, but I mean, oh yeah, they are a foil, hands down. But I'm just like, just keep that. Do what you need to do.
In the most calm way, as the sky grows dark above, as these meteors grow down, and the snow starts falling from the sky in buckets.
I'm so sorry. Don't hate me. Anyone who took damage is also poisoned.
Great.
Cool.
Sorry.
I'm going to tell the people that are still standing of the kids.
I think that's just me.
I think it's you and the narrator are the only two up.
Yeah.
And Atlas.
And Atlas, hey!
I'm going to tell the 3 that are still standing, Jeane, narrator, and Atlas. Pick up your friends and run. You must get away from here at this moment, or you will die.
That sounds like a plan to me, Jeane.
He can't speak. Death's door is looking right at him.
Oh, hell. And we're gonna kind of switch to narrative play here. As Atlas scoops Jeane up over one shoulder and puts, well, can I pick you up? Can you run?
I can run.
Okay, let's go. Rhea, are you down or are you up? You're down. Atlas is going to scoop you up as he sees Dark Rhea running in the opposite direction.
He's not dead! Fuck!
As she scoops Rhea up, the narrator grabs Val, and Atlas will also grab Peter, and scoop Peter up, carrying both of them. And the narrator scrawls in his notebook, and we see this portal appear in front of you all, and he goes, "We should go that way."
Go, 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 go!
Kreg, what is the last thing the players would see as they run through the portal?
You would see. It would be difficult to see as the snow is falling so heavily at this point, and it hurts as it falls. It's this mix of ice and hail and snow mixed with the meteors and just the darkness of the sky above. As Kreg starts floating in the sky, now wreathed in this pure white cloak and this silver armor. And just this pure energy, this torrent of snow in his palm as he just goes directly for Nico's throat.
Okay. And the portal shunts behind the group. And I think that is where we're going to stop for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us for episode 7 of Echoes of Legacy. I have been your Gamemaster, AlecTheBard. I'd like for our guests to say goodbye, and then we'll have our players say goodbye. So, Luke.
Bye.
Okay. All right.
All
right.
Done. That's it.
Sydney.
Okay. Hi. I have been SidneyofHightower, Sydney Rubino. I have played Branwen. Thank you for having me. Watch Mysteries of the Maw so you can understand how devastating that was for everybody. Yep. Goodbye.
And CB, why don't you round us out?
Hey. Yeah. We did. Oh well, I'm not. That's me. Hi, I'm CB. CriticalBard Omega, and I am part of the Rezana fam. So that's me. Watch Mysteries of the Maw to understand details, but also support these people. Okay, bye.
Bye. Well, no, players, say goodbye. I'm panicked now. Rhea.
Hi.
Jeane, someone.
Bye. Bye. That's
Okay.
it. Bye.
All right.
Hey, I guess I'll speak up since I'm the one who's conscious. Fuck, man. Hey, everybody. Hi, my name is Christian, aka AFluffyGoomba, on all the socials, mainly on TikTok and Twitch, where you can find me not dying on several other actual play shows I've been on. Holy shit. Yeah, that's me. Yep. Kurt. No, yeah. Val, yeah.
Hi, I'm Steph. This is all really sad, but I didn't get to use the big anime sword that was on fire. So I just think you all need to remember that because
Do you still have it?
it's really sad. I don't know. And all the other chaos that this episode has been.
That's true.
I'm HailieRosie sometimes. I played Peter, and it was it was really fun today, I guess. That's all I got.
All right,
that's all I got.
Rhea, were you just by? Was that it?
No, sorry, I forgot we did like the whole like outro
It's okay.
thing.
It's okay.
I'm Betty. And we're all dead, but it's okay because I forgot we have a bunch of fabulous points. So tuck those in the back pocket. Anyway.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye.